My name is Sheryl Lightfoot, and I'm Anishinaabe from the Lake Superior Band of Ojibwe. And here at the University of British Columbia, I am Canada Research Chair of Global Indigenous Rights and Politics and Senior Advisor to the President on Indigenous Affairs, and also on faculty in the Political Science Department, the School of Public Policy, and Indigenous Studies. Reconciliation for non-Indigenous people is actually a huge responsibility. I think much harder work than actually for Indigenous peoples, because non-Indigenous peoples have brought these sets of laws and policies to our land that create injustice. That wasn't our way. It's not our way of living, but it is the colonial way. So it's their work to do, to undo those things and to undo those ways of thinking and to learn to live together in a respectful way. That is going to be a tremendous challenge. And so non-Indigenous peoples, to be good allies, if they decide to take this route, and I hope they do, it requires a huge burden and a huge responsibility to not only learn about the Indigenous peoples who are your neighbors, who are to be your family. It means learning about their customs, learning their language, learning their societies, learning their forms of governance, their legal systems, learning about the land that you're living on and the people of that land, and then putting that into action in daily life. This is not an easy task. The worldviews are different. The fundamental assumptions are different, and very often quite foreign to the Western mind. That's a huge responsibility. There's a huge responsibility in remaking laws that you take for granted as being just. It's a huge responsibility to accept that the country that you think is leading the world in human rights isn't always, and isn't always right and just. It's jarring. It's an emotional experience, and it's not one most people, quite frankly, are ready for. But it is their responsibility. It also means reaching out and then making relationship, not making assumptions, certainly not making racist assumptions about people, but learning them, getting to know them, finding out what their issues are, finding out what their pain is, finding out what their joys are, becoming community, learning to live together in the right way. It's a huge responsibility as well to listen. And because if you make those relationships properly, then you will have a space and a platform to listen. Don't make presumptions. Don't assume what I want or that you think you know what I want. Ask me. Get to know me. And then ask me humbly, and I'll tell you. That's a huge responsibility. And it's one I hope many more people come to.